Hello friends, welcome to Padhai Se Dosti YouTube channel. In today's video session, we are going to discuss about the nationalistic historiography, which is one of the ideological framework of Indian historiography. In previous video session, we have already discussed about the colonial historiography and Orientalist historiography. I hope it is clear to you. So let's move towards the today's topic, that is the ideological framework in Indian tradition of historiography. One of the most important topic, that is the nationalistic historiography. What do you mean by this word nationalistic? It is nothing but the Rashtravadi, related to the concept of nation or related to the self-esteem of particular nation. Okay, so that is a nationalistic. So historiography which is based on such a nationalistic ideology, it is known as nationalistic historiography. So let's discuss in detail about this particular topic. So the writing of Indian historians who were trained in British educational system show an inclination to restore the pride in ancient glory of India and the self-esteem of the Indian readers. Their writing are known as nationalistic historiography. So I hope guys it is clear to you. Very simple, in very simple words they have explained the nationalistic historiography over here. So whatever educated people in India during the pre-independence era, they have many questions in their mind related to the ancient glory of our country. So they try to explore this ancient glory of our country, and they try to boost the self-esteem of Indian readers through this historical writing, because whatever British officers they used to write about the ancient India, they have some prejudices towards the Indians. Okay, they used to treat Indians as a barbaric and uncivilized people. Okay, so they have such a colonial thinking, or the colonial, what we can say, influence while writing the history or the historical narrative in their books. So that's why that history is full of prejudices. Whatever in our mind we have about any particular event, any particular person, any particular thing, that is a prejudices. But suppose किसी एक बंदे के बारे में किसी ने मुझे पूछा या उस बंदे का नाम लिया, तो उस बंदे के बारे में मुझे क्या पता है या उस पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के बारे में मैंने क्या सुना है, उसके वजह से मेरे दिमाग में एक उसका पिक्चर बन जाता है। ओके, और जब हम उस बंदे को मिलते, तो उसका रहन सहन, उसका बोलने का तरीका, उसकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज या उसका उसकी सोच इतनी अलग होती है कि हमें लगता है कि यार हम जिसको भी मिले हैं, तो वो बंदा तो बिल्कुल भी वैसा नहीं जैसा हम सोच रहे थे, तो हम गलत निकलते हैं, कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है। तो इस तरह का थिंकिंग ब्रिटिश लोगों का था टुवर्ड्स द इंडियन हिस्ट्री, और इंडियन हिस्ट्री के जो भी बड़े बड़े इवेंट है या जो भी इंडियन ग्लोरी थी एंशियंट इंडिया की, उसके बारे में उनके ऐसे प्रिजुडाइसेस थे। और इस प्रिजुडाइसेस को दूर करने के लिए जो भी इंडियन हिस्टोरियोग्राफर्स थे या इंडियन हिस्टोरियंस थे जो ब्रिटिश एजुकेशन सिस्टम में पढ़े थे, उन्होंने ये काम हाथ में लिया और उन्होंने जो भी राइटिंग की इस फील्ड में, उसे हम बोलते हैं नेशनलिस्टिक हिस्टोरियोग्राफी। आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू यू गाइस। लेट्स मूव टुवर्ड the next part of this particular topic. So nationalistic writing in Maharashtra were inspired by Vishnu Shastri Chiplunkar, very iconic personality in the nationalistic historiography. Remember this name. He criticized the prejudiced history of ancient India written by British officers. The nationalistic historians tried to seek the golden era of Indian history. They are at times blamed for ignoring the critical analysis of the historical truth. Okay, so whenever there is a task to do or to search anything good or to write anything without bias, then there should be criticism from the people who are against that particular concept. Okay, so that's why such a people who are writing this nationalistic historiography, they have to face different blames by different people, that whatever they are doing, it is not critically analyzed on the basis of historical fact. But it is not like that, that we will discuss in subsequent topic. So let's see the historians uh, who gave their contribution in this nationalistic historiography. So here some of the name mentioned. First one is the Mahadev Govinder Anade. Then we have Ramkrishna Gopal Bhandarkar. Then Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, V.D. Savarkar, very famous personality of Indian freedom struggle. Then the Rajendra Lal Mishra. Then we have Ramesh Chandra Mujumdar, Kashi Prasad Jaiswal, Radha Kumud Mukherjee, then Bhagwan Lal Indraji, Vasudev Vishnu Mir Mirashi, Ananta Sadashiv Altekar are the name of some renowned scholars among the nationalistic historians. So remember these names. at least remember few of them, okay, while answering in your exam. So there is a one fact from which we can able to understand how these people they contribute towards the Indian historiography. So the very famous personality, that is a Justice Mahadev Govind Ranade. He is from Pune, Maharashtra. He explained the background of the rise of Maratha Empire in the great details in his book named as The Rise of Maratha Power. Okay, according to him, it was not like a suddenly erupted forest fire, but the ground for it in the Maharashtra on the social, cultural, and religious level were getting ready over a prolonged period of time. Okay, so what he want to say, whatever Maratha Empire which is established by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, it is not a sudden movement, or it is not a sudden forest fire that he asked people to have our own Raj, that is Swaraj, and people just they came and stand behind the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. It is not like that. There is a prolonged period that many saints, many scholars, okay, many social reformers, they done their great work in this soil, okay, and that's why the minds of people get changed. They have self esteem, self respect towards their culture, towards their religious aspects, towards their societal values, okay, and that's why to preserve their societal values, cultural and religious values, they stand behind the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, because he lead that moment, okay, he lead the Swaraj, okay, so that's why people stand behind that personality, okay. So there are many saints during that time. The Tukaram Maharaj, a very famous bhakti movement saint, and the Ramdas Swami, they are in the same time when there is a Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, उनके वो समकालीन थे, एक ही समय में वो काम कर रहे थे, मतलब छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज जो भी वॉर्स बैटल्स लड़ रहे थे, उसी समय में ये तुकाराम महाराज, रामदास स्वामी, ये कल्चरल और सोशल रिफॉर्म जो है वो समाज में कर रहे थे. हम बहुत बार सुनते हैं, देखो निवृत्ति ज्ञानदेव, सोपान मुक्ताबाई, एकनाथ नामदेव, तुकाराम. सो ऑल दिस पीपल दे आर द very great leaders of bhakti movement, and their thoughts have a great influence on the society, not only of Maharashtra but up to the entire India. They are very great people, okay. So because of their teaching there is a awareness among the people, so that's why they stood behind the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So that's the prolonged period that this bhakti movement sends. They build the people to have Swaraj, okay. So that's what the Justice Mahadev Govinda Ranade want to say in his book, that is a rise of Maratha power. Remember this thing. Then there is a very famous historian known as V.K. Rajwade. In his well-known, he is well known for his writing in Marathi on varied subjects like history, linguistics, etymology, grammar, etc. What do you mean by etymology? It is nothing but the history of meaning of some words. Okay, how that words meaning get changed along the course of time. So that is etymology. कोई भी एक word है suppose, उसका अलग अलग मीनिंग होता है आज के ज़माने में. पहले के ज़माना में वो कुछ अलग था, उसके 100 साल पहले कुछ अलग था, उसमें कुछ तो मतलब चेंज होते रहता है, तो उस पर्टिकुलर स्टडी को बोलते हैं इटिमोलॉजी. रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. लिंग्विस्टिक मीन्स व्हाट? इट इज द स्टडी ऑफ डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस, ओके. सो his writing is well known for the varied subjects like history, linguistics, etymology, then grammar, etc. He was of the firm opinion that we should write our own history. He compiled and edited 22 volume of Marathanच्या इतिहासाची साधने. So remember, whatever he study, he took a reference from different tools of history or different resources, what we can say, different evidences of history, and then he wrote the 22 volumes of different books, and he named it as a Marathanच्या इतिहासाची साधने. Remember, he wrote very scholarly prefaces to each of the 22 volumes. He stated, history is all inclusive image of past societies. It does not include only a stories of political images, conspiracies, and war for seizing power. He insisted that history should be written only using the authentic documentary sources. So, can you imagine the authenticity of his writing? He has already with the thought that history should be written by using the authentic document source only. So whatever conceptual framework he adopted to write the history, it is based on different evidences, okay. That's why he wrote the name of his book as a Marathanच्या इतिहासाची साधने. So remember this thing. He stated that history should be all inclusive. This is a very important word. Mark it as a keyword, okay, for your answers. So It is about all inclusive image of past societies. It not only about the political images, means what, the king, the sardars, or any great administrator. It is not only their personality. It is also not only about the conspiracy. What do you mean by conspiracy? You might have heard about the Kakori conspiracy, Lahore conspiracy, चिटागोंग कॉन्स्पिरसी. सो व्हाट इट इज, काकोरी कट, जो भी हमारे क्रांतिकारी उसमें से सहभागी थे, उन्होंने जो भी कट रचा था टू कॉन्कोर दैट काकोरी railway station, the whatever khajina of British, the wealth of British. Okay, they want to take away that particular wealth, entire wealth. So that is a conspiracy. Remember this thing. So history is not only about such a conspiracies, and not only about only wars to seize the power. It is also insisted the various angle that are important to study the historiography, the different aspects of society that are also important. This is a view of this VK Rajwade. Remember this thing. Nationalistic historiography helped in the triggering of independence movement of the Indian people against the British. So let's discuss about something about the VD Savarkar, how his book is a very important to boost the nationalistic view of our countrymen. Okay, so he wrote a book that is the Indian वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस 1857, जो भी 1857 का स्वातंत्र्य समर हुआ था उसके ऊपर उन्होंने एक बुक लिखा था. So this book is written by VD Savarkar, is of a great importance. The nationalistic historiography provided a momentum to writing of regional histories too. As a result of the attention of historians were drawn to the geographic conditions and the history of South Indian regions also. Okay, so whatever nationalistic historiography written by different Indian scholars, later on this nationalistic historiography it gave momentum to the writing of regional history. What do you mean by regional history? It is history of some small area. Okay, if it is a history of small area, then I can add many facts of that particular area into that particular book. Suppose I am writing about Bajirao Peshwa, first Bajirao Peshwa. So that book is only about the Bajirao Peshwa, then I can able to add many facts from his birth to his death. Whatever small battles or whatever small decision, big decisions he took in his life, all these things I can add in that particular book. But suppose I am writing the book on entire Maratha Empire, then definitely that book have a less fact about the Peshwa Bajirao compared to the previous book which is solely wrote on his particular life or the particular city. About suppose I am writing the history of Pune region, then it is only about that particular city. If I am writing about the history of Maharashtra, then there is a small place given to the Pune city. Okay, if I am writing the history of India, then very small place like any small para is about the history of Pune city. So can you imagine the regional history? So there it got the momentum to write the regional histories also. Okay, as a result attention of historians was drawn to the geographic conditions of a particular region. Okay, and there are many geographers, there are many historians, they wrote history of South Indian regions also. So remember that regional history is also very important and it get boost during this nationalistic historiography. Okay, so VK Rajwade founded the Bharat Itihas Samshodhan Mandal in Pune on 7th July 1910 to facilitate the historical research. So if you get opportunity to visit Pune, do visit this institute. It is a very important institute. Then the next fact over here is human history is defined by time and space. Describing any event necessitates that the final portrayal should be spread on the complete canvas of the given time and place. Only if balanced combination of the three factors, time, space, and personalities, is present, then only an event does qualify to be called so. So this is a quote by VK Rajwade. So it is a very true quote, because if we are just passing a comment related to any historical event, any historical personality in today's era, then it is not relevant now, because we are in totally different time, in totally different space, and in totally surrounded by totally different personalities. So we cannot create the actual situation of historical event right now. So we have to do balanced study by referring different historical document, different historical evidences, and then we have to put forward our conceptual framework or the ideology related to historical writing. So that's why this particular thing is very important. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the lecture, you understood the nationalistic historiography. If you have any doubt, do comment. If you like the session, if you like the content of today's video session, do give thumbs up, share with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel so you will get the notification of upcoming video session on time. So thank you guys for your attention and have a great day.